What's going on, guys? This is Joey Boy, and I've got a Pokemon Showdown live for you today. Let's just jump right into some games. This is a new team I've been working on for a little bit. Is of course using Mega Mawile, who's my new favorite Pokemon. So strong. This dude's team looks very weird. Let's think. Here, I'm gonna lead off with. Might lead off with Landorus. Landorus, I'm using a 4-attack special Life Orb Landorus, who's actually really strong in this metagame because it just hits everything really hard. It's a very cool Pokemon. And he's, of course, taking his time. Here we go, into Espeon. Okay, we're just gonna hit it up with an Earth Power. Maybe sets up screens? I'm not really sure. Oh, he's just going right for a Calm Mind. I think we still... Oh, he's a Zoroark. Alright. Whatever. So that's an easy first turn kill. Maybe he'll go out... He forfeited. Alright, another game. Landorus, doing work. All day. So, here we go. Into this guy. Maybe we'll set up rocks as quickly as possible. Doesn't look like this guy has a spinner or a defogger. At least not that I know of. Don't really know what this guy does. Can't Magic and 1-hit KO Heatran. And I saw this guy last game as well, but... Oh, Belly Drum. That's interesting. I don't know why he wouldn't just use Azumarill. So I'm actually gonna Toxic him to begin wearing him down. And let's just hit him with a Fire Blast. So he's got Wish, Belly Drum, and maybe probably a Fairy Attack. Play Rough, doing nothing. What? Why use that? Okay. So he's not very good. That Pokemon. Slurpluff or something, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, Slurpluff. Goes into Klefki. I'm just gonna Fire Blast him. Maybe he'll set up screens, some spikes potentially. It does have Prankster. I think it has Thunder Wave as well. So he might try and just paralyze Heatran. But that's just a 30% chance. Of course I can miss. Swagger. Oh. I hate this thing. Alright. He's probably gonna Thunder Wave or Substitute here, right? Thunder Wave. Alright, he's gonna Swagger us again. Let's hope we don't get confused again. Another 50-50 here for us, and we lose the 50-50, of course. And... man, it's just so annoying, guys. I'm gonna go for the next 50-50. So we'd be losing 3 coin flips in a row with this. Of course, he can just sub. That would be the right thing to do, pretty much. Oh, dude. Alright, so he can Swagger us. We just go for another coin flip? Okay, don't confuse us again, buddy. He has confused us, and we've been confused 3 times in a row. Not much you can do against that. Klefki is just annoying. But it's... see, the thing is, it's not great because you're relying on you getting the coin flip. And he misses the Swagger. There we go, Klefki goes down. It did cost us Landorus, who would have been helpful. Well, not too helpful, I guess. I don't carry HP Ice for Dragonite. He goes into Trevenant. I'm just gonna Fire Blast again. I don't know what kind of move that was. And we got another forfeit. So, alright, we are 2-0 right now. We're just blasting through these guys. Cool, a Sun team. Have not seen one of those yet. We do have Air Balloon Heatran, so we can... I want to set up my Stealth Rocks. Those will be very helpful. Also, he doesn't have a switch into Aegislash. Everything dies to Shadow Ball and Shadow Sneak. He goes right into his Dragonite. I might get him Toxic, actually. Or if I set up Stealth Rocks. No, he probably has Fire Punch. I was thinking I could set up Stealth Rocks, and then potentially sweep with Mega Mawile with Swords Dance that I could get from being immune to his Outrage. I haven't actually seen too many Dragonites yet. Manaphy can always kill with Ice Beam. I doubt it can be taken out in one hit. I kind of want to break the multi-scale first. Let's go for a Toxic. He's probably going to Dragon Iron Tail. Alright, that tells me he probably has Earthquake, right? So we are going to go into Latias, actually, to avoid Earthquake. There we go. Now we can just fire off a Life Orb Draco Meteor. Nothing wants to take that on his team. I guess Ninetales is your best switch in here. See, the thing is, weather teams are so weird now in this generation, right? Because obviously they were nerfed, so they only last for 5 or 8 turns. And I feel like if you're gonna make a Sun team, why not use Mega Charizard Y? It is so strong. Nothing switches into a Mega Charizard Y except Chansey and Blissey, pretty much. So he's gone out into Cloyster. Haven't seen Cloysters either. I'm actually going to Draco Meteor it again. I imagine it has a Focus Sash. But if I can just bring it down to its Focus Sash, Mega Mawile can always Sucker Punch it to finish it off. He does Shell Smash, obviously. Now, I like Latias a lot. Latias will be really helpful in this matchup. Is there a different Pokemon I want to sack? I think I'm going to go into Manaphy. Can potentially... I don't know how well Manaphy's going to take this Icicle Spear, so it looks like it will be 2-hit KO, but that's fine. Latias is more important in this matchup than Manaphy is, for sure. Because of the Fire Resist, it can check Venusaur, it can take those boosted fire hits from Ninetales. Also, you know, it's immune to Dugtrio's Earthquake. And actually, I might go into... He can just continue to... into Aegislash, I suppose. Almost Shadow Sneak. You can always change out. I think I want to change up my Aegislash EV spread, actually. That was something I was thinking of doing. Right now I'm running a bulky special attacking spread. But I think I'm just going to go full on, both attacks maxed out. So 252 attack, 252 special attack. Rather than the HP, because I'm really using it very aggressively. In these. And I probably could have gone into Heatran there. But that's alright. Latias takes that really well. I'm just going to recover up. He's using a Life Orb Ninetales, which is interesting. You don't see... Well, I haven't seen any Ninetales in 6th gen, but you never saw Life Orb Ninetales in 5th gen either. Because, obviously, it was meant to win Weather Wars. Dark Pulse, that's interesting. Would 2-hit KO me. If I bring out Heatran, he goes out into Dugtrio. Don't know if Life Orb Draco Meteor would KO from this range. I'm going to recover one more time. He's going to just Dark Pulse again. But his Life Orb damage is adding up, and I might recover just once more. I think it will do 60% pretty easily. So Life Orb Draco Meteor now. Unless because he's Life Orb, he's not going to be, you know, I'm used to seeing especially defensive Ninetales. That was pretty much the set to run. At least the set I would run, anyway. And there you go. And that worked out really well. Now there's no sun. So he goes out into Dugtrio. Recover or switch out to Landorus. I'm actually going to recover here. So he's got Stone Edge or Sucker Punch or something. Yeah, Sucker Punch. We avoid that. And now I'm going to go out into... And a third forfeit. Alright, here we go. We're just racking in those points. Another game, Conkeldurr, very cool threat. It's something I've been actually wanting to use on a team. Assault Vest Conkeldurr is getting a lot of hype in this generation because it can check a lot of Pokemon really well, and it's got knockoff, which is just huge this generation. Alright, and Entei has Sacred Fire. So looking at his team, very solid, balanced team. Latias, of course, neutered by Tyranitar. He doesn't really have a switch in for Aegislash, though. Into Conkeldurr. So I might King Shield here to scout a little bit and potentially weaken his attack. Because knockoff would still do a lot, I'm pretty sure. Or do I want to shadow? Oh, no, we're King Shielding. So there you go, there's the knockoff. Now I'll go for the Shadow Ball. He'll knock off my Life Orb, but I don't want to switch in anyone else on the knockoff. That's the thing. So there, and we get a crit. That sucks. And the special defense drop sucks even more. So let's see. Knockoff did 26% when I was in defense form and when it knocked off the item. So I'm actually going to Shadow Ball again because he might just switch right out as well. And if he switches out, I waste a turn by King Shielding. And I'm fairly sure... Yeah, there's the switch into Landorus T. He takes a Shadow Ball to the face. That's very strong. Now, as he brings out his Landorus T, he could just U-turn. He's gonna U-turn or Earthquake, right? And I think, or he could set up rocks, I suppose. I'm gonna bring out Landorus, my own Landorus. He does set up his rocks. We can always defog those away. Alright, now I guess we Sludge Wave here. He doesn't have a Steel type. Yeah, Sludge Wave. So Sludge Wave is a cool move on Landorus because it deals with all those fairy... Oh, I'm an idiot. I totally forgot. That was totally huge misplay. I'll pretend that I was predicting him to switch to something. Alright, guys. So he Hidden Power Iced. I'd really like to remove this. I don't know. Psychic would probably take it out. Yeah, let's Psychic. Yeah, there we go. So his Stealth Rocker is gone, meaning we can defog with Latias without being really worried about, you know, him setting up his Stealth Rocks again later. Plus, Landorus T is a pretty good check to Mega Mawile, thanks to Intimidate and a super strong Earthquake. So he brings out Entei. He's gotta be Choice Scarf, right? Unless he Extreme Speeds. So, from what I've read, Entei, Sacred Fire, Earthquake are very much the standard moves. I've seen Flame Charge on some of them. Is Landorus super useful after this? I think I might Earth Power. Landorus is already pretty weak, thanks to that Hidden Power Ice. It's pretty useful against Tyranitar. Not very good against these. Yeah, I'm gonna potentially sack him here. And he did go for the Extreme Speed. I think he's Choice Banded. From what I've read, Choice Band Entei is the way to go. Could I set up with Mega Mawile here? If he isn't banded, of course I can't. And if he... Or do I set up... I guess I can set up with Manaphy. Right? Choice Band, Extreme Speed, might 2-hit KO. So it's whether or not I want to set up with Mega Mawile or Manaphy. Mega Mawile... outspeeds Conkeldurr, I'm pretty sure. If it doesn't, that'd be a little annoying. Definitely outspeeds Gourgeist, I think. Sucker Punches. I'm gonna go with Mega Mawile. You know, I was talking him up so much at the beginning of this episode. I feel like we have to at least see what, it hasn't been used, has it, in any of the battles yet? So we get that Intimidate off. So this is where, a lot of the time I would knock off, because no one switches into a Mega Mawile's knockoff. But I might Swords Dance, because I think we have the potential to sweep. Yep, he does have to switch, goes out into Gourgeist. And now I'm fairly sure we're faster. I invest 128. Yeah, speed IVs into Mawile. It's for Tyranitar and Scizor mainly, actually. I got the EV spread off Smogon. But it also allows it to outspeed a lot of walls. So I think that's game. Sucker Punch takes out Entei. Right? And he can't. We're gonna Sucker Punch. If he extreme speeds, we can just play rough. Because extreme speed will not take us out, for sure. There's the Sucker Punch, goes right down. Starmie goes down to Sucker Punch. Conkeldurr goes down to play rough. Tyranitar will not live this play rough. Mega Mawile is too strong. Oh, wow. Oh, of course, Mega Tyranitar. Alright. I'll have to remember that. Mega Tyranitar, of course, has a speed boost. But it's good to know that Mega Mawile lives a Mega Tyranitar's Earthquake after Stealth Rocks. So Conkeldurr comes out. We do have the game. I'm going to Sucker Punch. I don't think it has any not attacking moves, because of course they usually run Assault Vest, of course. There we go, another game. Should we go for one more? I feel like these have been going pretty quickly. Usually I don't get this many in one Pokemon Showdown Life. We'll do one more. I'm going to try and be quick on it. You know, we took a lot of time on some of those decisions last game, particularly if we wanted to go into Mawile. So I guess I'll talk about, he had two very interesting Pokemon last time. One was Entei, who got buffed this generation by having Sacred Fire, and the other was Conkeldurr. This guy's team looks very threatening. I think I'm going to just try and set up Stealth Rocks right away. It doesn't look like he has a way to get rid of them. He goes into Sableye, he can taunt us, so I'm just going to Fire Blast. I would imagine the taunt is coming right out here, because he does not want Stealth Rocks coming up on the field. Obviously, because he has Charizard and Talonflame. And potentially a... Oh, Fire Blast misses. That blows. Probably going to go out into Rotom W here. I'm going to double switch, hopefully, into... That sucks. We're just going to Draco Meteor. Doesn't take out the Sableye. He will take out... So we lost Latias, which is kind of sucky, because that was a Rotom W. Our way to deal with Rotom W, gonna go into Landorus. Landorus brings out Rotom, and I guess we go into Heatran. Heatran's very key in this matchup. We have to be very careful with him. I actually am gonna go into Manaphy. Manaphy is not too useful in this matchup. We are just gonna go right for the Surf. And he goes for the Recover. Okay. So I... see, now this is... Does he Recover, or does he Taunt? I think we have to go for the Tail Glow. He might Taunt here, though. I think we have to set up the Tail Glow, otherwise he's just going to Recover stall us. It looks like Surf was doing just about 40%. That means we can't take him out and beat his Recover, so we have to hope he doesn't go for the Taunt there. That's very good for us. Excuse me. And now we'll just hit that Surf button. He recovers, I'm fairly sure. Critical hit, I don't think it mattered. We were at +3. Can't go into Talonflame, can't go into Charizard, I don't think. Mamoswine, maybe. Genesect I don't think takes us out either. And maybe I could... We'll have to see. If he brings out Genesect, I'm interested to see what boost a Genesect gets. It goes out to Talonflame. It's telling me he's maybe Choice Banded, but I'm going to go right for the Surf. Awesome to take out Talonflame. It's always a big threat. Even if you have solid checks like Heatran, Talonflame is always a big threat. Goes into Mamoswine. We're just going to sack Manaphy there. There's not a whole lot we can do. So, Mamoswine is a difficult Pokemon. I guess we go into Heatran. Now, do we set up rocks? Toxic him, or just break? Because, see, with Thick Fat, fire is not super effective. Can't go into Mawile, although it might be able to live an Earthquake thanks to Intimidate. I don't think we can go out into Aegislash. I'd be interested to know if Aegislash can live an Earthquake. We can't go into Landorus. You know what? I'm gonna do a little experimentation. I think Aegislash might die, but you know what? We've already had 4 wins, and I told you this one was gonna be quick, so we're gonna be making decisions real quick. I want to see, considering I've invested quite a lot of bulk in Aegislash, and we haven't seen Life Orb, I want to see how much a potential Earthquake would do. So yeah. So I would say investing in bulk with Aegislash is important. Let's see. Ice Shard is obviously very obvious. I could keep Aegislash around. I'm just gonna go right for the Shadow Sneak. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, we do lose him to an Ice Shard. One sec, I just actually have to pause it for just a second. Alright, let's just finish this up. Into Mamoswine, I guess we have to go with the Sucker Punch with Mega Mawile, right? I don't think Mega Mawile could take an Earthquake. So we are going to go right for the Sucker Punch. We could set up Stealth Rocks if he's a player. Alright, he is taking his time. Into Charizard, we're just gonna go right for the Sucker Punch, I guess? He might Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X and Dragon Dance. Okay, he doesn't. And Earthquake does not do all that much. Now, I guess we keep Sucker Punching. Eventually he has to attack us. He can get up to +6, but that won't help him. He does switch out to Genesect. We're gonna Sucker Punch again. Might EV this Mawile to give Genesect the attack boost. That's something you can really start to think about in the Genesect metagame because it's so prevalent. So I went for the Bug Buzz, which is an interesting move. Gonna go into Landorus. Rotom W is gonna be a thorn in this team's side right now. And I'm gonna go with Focus Blast because Rotom is a fairly easy switch here, and I'd love to, I think, 2-hit KO it on the switch with Focus Blast. It's not good. We now have to go with the Earth Power. You know what? I hope Pokemon Showdown doesn't make my move there. We are gonna go into. No, we're gonna Earth Power. So here we go, down to our last 2 guys each. I maybe should not have sacked Mega Mawile, thinking back. Rotom is really hard for these 2 guys to crack. Landorus, you know, it's best he can do is focus. Psychic might do alright. Sludge Wave. Poison's such an odd type, I don't remember any of its matchups. So, we got 40% on it. Okay. Heatran, this is on you, buddy. I guess we have to Toxic him and hope for a bunch of Hydro Pump misses. But I think that's going to be our loss here. Of course, we did play this one as quickly as possible, just trying to fit it into this video. But as this guy decides to make his move, I'll just say I hope you enjoyed this. Please give the video a like if you did. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and keep up with all the new Pokemon content. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting more and more into 6th gen as the OU tier starts to solidify. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there we go. That's the loss. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably have a couple more videos come out in the near future, and I'll see you next time.